It starts with a spark that lights the way to progress. Ideas, questions, and solutions that fire up the imagination. Discoveries leading to innovations radiating with hope. Since opening its doors in 1925, the Hebrew University of Jerusalem has inspired the relentless pursuit of knowledge for meaningful change in our world, with a unique culture that empowers innovators to push the limits of human potential and achieve things we never imagined were possible. Hebrew University has evolved into a global leader across academic disciplines to develop cutting-edge research, educate leaders, and prepare future generations of outstanding scientists and scholars in all fields of learning. Consistently ranked among the top 100 universities in the world, Hebrew University has an award-winning faculty that produces scientific breakthroughs and commercial solutions to some of the most important global challenges facing humanity.
I'm ready.
You start the interview.
You okay?
Okay.
So what is my dream?
My dream is to take our scientific discoveries in small dimensions of materials into large dimension of real-world applications.
And my big dream for the future is to bring solar energy to our routinely day life.
To move this border between what computers can do and what humans can do.
It'll give us an important tool for preventing diseases, not only cancer, but other diseases as well.
We're trying to harness the superpower of nature.
My dream is to help people suffering from neurodegenerative or mental disease.
To develop a targeted drug to treat and relieve the core symptoms of autism spectrum disorder.
The Hebrew University lets researchers do whatever they dream of doing. There's no other university in Israel that have so many startups and companies.
To be in a university is to stay a kid.
If you want to open new directions and new fields, it's very open and possible.
Well, I'm passionate about changing the world to a better place for our children. Working at the Hebrew University makes me feel like there is nothing we cannot reach.
Revolutionary advances in fields such as science, humanities, law, social sciences, agriculture, and medicine are all made possible thanks to the work being done at Hebrew University. In the coming years, Hebrew University will continue to innovate and address the many challenges facing humanity, from computational medicine and urban innovation to food tech and harnessing the power of quantum science. Hebrew University. It's more than an institution. It's a torch passed on from generation to generation, lighting the way for those who dare to dream.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some of you. My name is Naama Ryan, and I'm here on behalf of the Hebrew University's International Office. I'm very proud and excited to be welcoming you here, joining us from different parts, different corners of the globe. We invite you to open your cameras and be active participants in the discussion today, in the session today. We'd love to see your faces, your impressions, and of course, hear your questions. It is important for me to say that we are marking a very special year, this year, 2025, actually coming to an end. It's our 100 years since the founding of the Hebrew University. We look forward to welcoming you to our next century of global impact. Our application period for the next academic year is opening soon, and this is your chance to hear about our wide range of academic programs and learn everything you need to know about what HUJI has to offer. Our team is here throughout the session to respond to your questions, so feel free to write in the chat. You're welcome to leave your name and tell us where you're from, just to say hello in your language. This is always a pleasure. And also, of course, ask questions throughout the session. Just please know this session is being recorded and will be available for you to watch at a later stage. And of course, we are here to support you after this meeting, after this open day, via email, via personal Zoom meetings, social media. So just make sure you have all the contact information. We'd love to take you forward to your next stage with the Hebrew University. Just the structure for this session here today, we will start with an introduction to the Hebrew University, a little bit of information, general information about the institution. We've invited a couple of students to tell you about their experience here studying at the university. Then we'll break into session rooms. We have many of our faculty and staff here today to welcome you to their session, where you can join the specific room of your program of interest and to learn more in-depth information about the curricula, about the different courses available, about scholarships, and much more. At the end of the breakout sessions, we'll come back to the main stage. Those of you who still have questions, our team is here available for you. And we will continue to follow up with you tomorrow and with any question and any inquiry you might have. Just for you to see the wide range of programs and levels of study we have here in the breakout sessions. As I said before, this is the next part of the open day. So you can see what is available, really all our faculties and schools here today available for you. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of information, and there's a lot of information to be learned today here. So without further ado, let's speak a little bit about the reason we are all here today, the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and a bit of facts and figures. The State of Israel was established in 1948, but the cornerstone for the Hebrew University was set in 1918. It's 30 years before the state was established. The understanding was very much there that once the state is established, the main resource for it will be its people, and therefore academia will play a pivotal role. We have a poll coming up on your screen today. Mimi, if we can wait for this with the next poll, it will be really, really helpful. So you can fill out and just give us information or understanding of your plans. Approximately, or what is your potential date period to start your studies between spring and summer, fall of next year? There are a few options here. I'll be sharing the results of the poll shortly. So the Hebrew University is a multi-campus, medium-sized university. Our student body, approximately 40 of graduate level. It's a very strong indication that the Hebrew University is first and foremost a research-intensive university. We take great pride in our international community. Out of a total of a student body of 25,000, approximately 10% is international, coming from over 90 countries, and really are very much integrated in the different schools and programs, and of course, students' activity. The Hebrew University was officially inaugurated in the historic ceremony here on Mount Scopus in the year 1925, and as I mentioned before, we've marked this year our centennial. So we see the results just for the staff here and our faculty here for you to see the results for the survey. The majority are here for spring 26, summer 26, and fall 2027. We do have some people who have a longer prospect ahead, and it is great to see you here with us today. Thank you. The Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and as I will tell you shortly, not all our campuses are located in Jerusalem, but definitely this is our main city for the university, and it is not just a city. As students and research students here, this is your second classroom. With thousands of years of history and rich mix of cultures, languages, faiths, Jerusalem is where ancient meets cutting edge, future, and really ecosystem. From iconic landmarks to lively markets, from sacred sites to buzzing cafes and restaurants, this is a place full of surprises, inspiration that invites you to explore every day. And yes, the nightlife's pretty good as well. Our university was established by 5 founding figures, each representing a distinct academic discipline, from science, psychology, philosophy, humanities. Albert Einstein, maybe the most famous scientist of all times, became an active member of the university's board of governors and generously donated his entire personal archive of scientific and personal papers, including his renowned theory of relativity, to the Hebrew University. Today, the Albert Einstein Archives at the Hebrew University is one of the world's premier collections of his work. In the spirit of our founding fathers, we uphold the legacy of excellence, of research, of innovation, of interdisciplinary collaboration. We are very proud of our faculty and alumni, who are the recipients of prestigious prizes, as you can see in this list in front of you, including 10 Nobel Prize laureates, Fields Medal, that's the Nobel Prize of Mathematics, and others. Many of these faculties are still active here at the Hebrew University today, work, research, teach. Our students enjoy the opportunity to meet, to learn, to interact with some of the leading scientists of the world. The Hebrew University is the leading university in Israel and is ranked number 88 in the Shanghai ranking. It is in the top of the charts of many subject rankings as well, but also in current rankings such as the Pitch Book for Innovation. It is the 30th most innovative universities globally. So we are very proud of this interdisciplinary and cross knowledge that comes out of the Hebrew University. So what makes us unique and special? The university is a comprehensive university covering all fields of science, almost, and very interdisciplinary by its nature, which enables you to combine your fields of interest in your studies. The Hebrew University is also a very integral and active player in the startup nation scene and ecosystem of Israel. Many of our faculty members, including many of those who are here with us today, are involved in applied research that leads to commercialization and development of innovative products. ISUM is a university-owned tech transfer company and generates approximately over $2 billion a year of sales. These strong ties between academia and the market allow us to offer our students wide selection of internships opportunities, industry network, and much, much more. And not less important, our university is very much student-focused. The Israeli culture is informal and very warm, and so too our faculty. We're informal and approachable. This is something that comes across in all the surveys the university run, and this is maybe one of the strongest messages our students keep saying about the faculty and about the staff here. I'm sure you're going to feel it in the sessions later today. The student support system makes every effort to assist our students during their studies, from the moment of registration and acceptance all the way through your studies, and of course as an alumni of this institution, being a part of our Global Alumni Association. I would like to invite our lovely student from our MBA program, Rebecca Shiner.
Hi, Nama. Thank you for having me.
Hi, hello, how are you? Let me just make sure we can all see you. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for taking the time to join this session. This is always the most important part for many of the students and our visitors of the open days, because you have the most up-to-date information and experience. So we've invited Rebecca to share with us her experience studying here at the Jerusalem School of Business, Hebrew University School of Business. You're an MBA student, and Rebecca, the floor is all yours.
Sure. Thank you so much, Nama. Is there anything specific that you want me to touch on, or do you just kind of want me to speak about my experience a little bit more generally?
It's a free flow. The stage is yours, and you decide what you're going to share with us.
Sure thing. Well, welcome to everyone who's joined the Digital Open Day. I hope that you decide to enroll in the Hebrew University. It's definitely been one of the better decisions I've made in my life. I'm incredibly happy to be here. And it's also just a very interesting experience to be back in school after having worked for 5 years. So just by way of quick background, my name is Rebecca. I grew up in the United States. I made Aliyah 7 weeks ago, when I arrived for classes. I did my undergrad at Yeshiva University in New York City, where I double majored in accounting and finance. I went on to take and pass the CPA exam, and then I worked at Goldman Sachs for 5 years, from the time I graduated until just before I made Aliyah and came to the Hebrew University. I worked about 4 years in controllers in a financial reporting and financial accounting role, and 1 year in corporate treasury, where my role was to measure and report on structural interest rate risk. I decided to get the MBA for two main reasons. Number one, moving to Israel is something that I always wanted to do. And I thought that this program would be a fantastic way to integrate. The job market is obviously different here than it is back in America. And I thought this would give me a really good space to explore the opportunities here and to really settle on what it is that I want to do here. Because, like I said, Aliyah is something that I felt very strongly about, and I wanted to set myself up for success. Number two, one of my professional goals is to teach accounting. And in order to do that, I need a master's degree. And so that was another motivation for signing up for the program. I have to say, I'm very happy with it. The professors are all fantastic. They're primarily academics as opposed to industry professionals. They're all incredibly passionate about their fields of study, and that really comes through in the lectures. The lectures are so engaging, and the professors also recognize that as master students, we're a little bit older. It's different than a BA, and they're really focused on fostering connection among our peers because we are going to be the business leaders of tomorrow. And our next opportunities probably are sitting next to us as opposed to behind a screen. I think also there's a lot more emphasis on group projects in order to gather experience and build skills so that we are better equipped to go out in the workforce. Um, I will put my email in the chat. If anybody has any more questions about my experience in the program, they're welcome to email me. But really, if there's one thing for you to take away from this, it's that I'm incredibly happy to be here. It's a fantastic environment. The support is great. The classes are so interesting and engaging. The campus is incredibly beautiful, and it's been a really great way to arrive in Israel.
Thank you, Rebecca. That was wonderful, and congratulations on your big move. Not just
Thank you.
university, but also welcome here in Israel. Rebecca, do you live in Jerusalem?
I do live in Jerusalem.
Can you tell us a little bit about this experience?
Yeah, sure. So this is actually my second time living in Jerusalem. Between high school and college, I took a gap year where I studied in Midrasha. I focused exclusively on Jewish studies for a year. And interestingly, I'm living in a close by neighborhood, so I already had some familiarity with the area. And while I studied Hebrew growing up, my teachers in elementary school were all Israeli shlichim. They were all, Israelis who were coming in for 2 to 3 year terms to teach. Living your life in Hebrew is a whole different experience. And so, Nama spoke about all the interesting cultural experiences that Jerusalem has to offer. I would say my experience is a little bit more mundane, and local, if you will. Kind of my experience of living in Jerusalem is just kind of like real life in Israel. Like I go to the grocery store, I take the buses, I go to doctor's appointments, and there's honestly so much learning that comes from that. Because I am as much as Israel is home and feels like home, I am new here, but it is also very neat that like cultural and religious institutions are just part of the city that I live in. Um, so, I might go to a doctor's appointment and then like stop by the shuk for like a regalach to pick up like strawberries for a Shabbat meal. And I can just kind of do that because it's right there. And that's something that's really, really cool. And we have winter break coming up for Hanukkah and Christmas. And so that'll be a fantastic opportunity to get to explore the country a little bit more. Something that's really cool about Israel that I got to experience the last time I was living here is that the country's so small and the public transportation is so good. Everything is your backyard. You have the whole country at your fingertips, and there's just so much to explore. Like whatever you're into, Israel has it for you. And more than you have like the whole country at your fingertips from like an experiential perspective, you also have the whole country at your fingertips via WhatsApp. People are incredibly accessible and incredibly willing to help. The level of communal trust here is like sky high. And I definitely see that in school within like the camaraderie and the community that's formed among my classmates.
That's great. That's great. Do you feel comfortable getting around in English in the city, in a university, in general? Do you feel everything is accessible for you? People can correspond with you
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I actually try to speak in Hebrew as much as possible so that I can improve my Hebrew. But yeah, no, definitely everything I can navigate here in English just fine.
Perfect. And
And
also,
what
yeah, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say one other thing that I appreciate about the MBA program is that our classes are mixed with the Israeli MBA program. So we're not in this international bubble that keeps to themselves. We're getting exposure to our Israeli counterparts, and like not only are they our classmates, they're our friends.
Perfect. And we do have the team from the MBA programs here with us today. And of course, I'm not sure, Rebecca, if you'll be joining them to the room, but they'll be sharing a lot more information about their program as well that Rebecca is here representing. But here are the voice of the students and not specifically MBA. So thank you so much for joining us here this evening. It was lovely to hear your experience and learn from you about how is it like to be a student at the Hebrew University. Thank you, Rebecca. And
thank you so much for having me. I have class in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I have class in 5 minutes, so I'm going to drop off. But like I said,
Thanks.
I will put my email in the chat.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
It was lovely. Okay, so I've mentioned before that we are located at the Mount Scopus campus. The Hebrew University actually has 6 beautiful campuses home to the different schools and faculties. 3 of them are in Jerusalem. Mount Scopus is where we are located. Well, some of us, not all of us, but the international office will be here in Mount Scopus together with the Faculty of Social Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, School of Business, Faculty of Law, School of Social Work, and of course the Rothberg International School. And Kern, the one in the middle, is the home of our Faculty of Medicine and Faculty of Dental Medicine. It is an affiliated faculty for the famous Hadassah Hospital. Safa campus, also in Jerusalem, home to the Faculty of Natural Sciences, Brain Sciences, and Computer Sciences and Engineering. At the bottom of the screen, you can see photos from the 3 campuses outside Jerusalem. The middle one is our beautiful, beautiful Rehovot campus. It's the home of our Faculty of Agriculture, Food and Environment, the only one of its kind in Israel. On the left is Bet Dagan, home to the School of Veterinary Sciences. Again, the only one of its kind in Israel. And on your right, the Interdisciplinary Center of Marine Sciences in Eilat is the southmost part of Israel, just on the shores of the Red Sea. I've mentioned at the beginning of this presentation that Hebrew University is a research-intensive university. We have over 100 research centers across the campuses and institutes that cover a wide range of fields from nanosciences as nanotechnology, international relations, cyber, history, quantum computing. These centers produce cutting edge research to address some of the world's most pressing challenges. Those centers provide a dynamic environment for scholars and students to collaborate and make meaningful contributions to their respective fields. In front of you can see a few examples of the leading research centers in the forefront of science. Fraunhofer Center of Cybersecurity, the Center of Nanotechnology and Cannabinoid Research, just to name a few. On top of those research centers, the Hebrew University is at the top of the list of the ERC grants recipient in Israel and in the top of the world as well. So a lot of focus, of course, is invested in making this university excellent in the research. Oh, sorry. The Hebrew University offers wide range of programs and also wide range of levels of study and research. You'll be able to meet some of the program representatives here in the breakout rooms today. We have a poll, just another quick poll to ask you on your respected level of program or level of studies. And you can select from bachelor degree, master's, PhD, and postdoctoral research. Short-term programs such as preparatory, it's Mechina in Hebrew or Ulpan, or short-term programs as summer programs. My team always asks me to wait a bit longer to see the results, and we can see most of you have selected your preferred level, desired level of study. The majority is for master's level, then bachelor's programs, followed by PhD and postdoc. Thank you. It helps us a lot to have a better understanding on the session and on the sessions for this open day. Hebrew University dorms and university housing, always a big question. The university offers a variety of housing options to suit different students' preferences and needs, including dormitories, university apartments, and family housing, depending on your level of study. And of course, if you're coming by yourself or with your families. Our on-campus housing is fully furnished and equipped with shared or private rooms with attached bathrooms. Options for the dormitories include Shomer Shabbat and kosher kitchens. For those of you who might be interested in this, our students' residence, also called the Student Village, include 24/7 on-site support and security services for your comfort and peace of mind, and they are all located in short proximity to the campuses. Housing is mixed for Israeli and international students. Availability is limited and offered on first come, first served basis. Some students prefer to live off campus. Many students choose to rent a private flat in the free market, and our team from the Office of Student Life, from our Welcome Center, can assist you with guidance and resources and to help you find your right fit in Jerusalem or also in Rehovot. Which brings me beautifully to our next guest for this evening, for this session. I'd like to invite the lovely Amit. She's a student counselor at the International Welcome Center. She is also a student at the Hebrew University. Amit, are you here?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Amit. So I'm debating, shall I leave the slide on for you or shall I turn it off just for everyone to see you? How do you feel comfortable?
I don't mind, you can leave it. I'll just speak and you can slide through. Hi, everyone. My name is Amit. I'm an MA student here at the Hebrew U, and I study international relations at the university. And I'm also one of the social counselors in the Office of Student Life. We are your go-to people. What does it mean? Every BA student and PhD student has a designated counselor that will guide you here at the Hebrew U even before you arrive. We are very approachable. You can always come by our office. We're here every day, Sunday through Thursday, from 8 p.m. till 4 p.m. We also have an emergency phone that's available 24/7, so someone is always on duty in case something happens. You can always come by our office and sit with us, or even spend your breaks with us in our office. It's really fun. A lot of students do it. And usually we are the first people that do talk to you before you even arrive to the university. So most of the time, we will be the first ones that you'll contact. We are also in charge of providing you with a social safety net. We offer a lot of fun things to do for international students at the university. Some of the things that we do are trips, tours, volunteering, and lots of other things. We have a few communities. Some of them are the movie club, which every month the movie club gathers. They pick a movie based on the theme of the same month. And they watch a movie on campus, which is really fun. Usually there's pizza, so there's that. Everybody loves a freebie. We also have the Culture Club, which is just a fun way to have a glimpse inside the Israeli culture. We had a visit to the Israeli Museum 2 weeks ago, so it's a really fun way to connect and see what Israel really has to offer. And the best part, what I consider to be the best part, because I'm a bit biased, because I'm in charge of that program, is the Buddies program. Basically, it's a program that's supposed to bring Israeli and international students together. We meet once a month. We providing you with a social safety net, but we also let you see the Israeli culture through the locals' eyes. So you'll get an Israeli buddy, and we'll group you with 3 to 4 students usually, and one Israeli will be the head of the group, and he'll show you around. We also meet once a month, and we do fun things. Last year we had a cocktail workshop, and we had a frisbee workshop with therapy dogs, pub quizzes, tours, and trips. So it's really, really fun. And basically, our goal is to make you feel at home away from home. So feel free to come by our office. Feel free to contact us. We have an emergency phone, but we also have a non-emergency line. If you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, there is always somebody there. If you have any more questions, please, I'll leave my email in the chat section, and feel free to email me. I'll answer any questions that you may have, but I won't take any more of your time. That's it.
That was perfect. Thank you, Amit. Thank you. That was very much to the point and very inspiring. So thank you for arranging all those activities, and also for being with us this evening. And I know you're here because some people might have more questions. So thank you, and thank you to your entire team for arranging all those activities for our students. Okay, another question that keeps coming up is about career development and what does university offer in terms of supporting our students. We know that our students have high career goals, and our team is here to help you reach them. We prepare our students not only for academic success, but also for real world impact, building skills, experiences, and global networks needed to thrive professionally. Our alumni, and I've mentioned before, we have a very active global alumni association. Our alumni are working at some of the world's leading firms and companies across tech, pharma, of course, academia and beyond. And you can see just a few of those names here in front of you. Whether through internship programs, hands-on research, or a wide range of international partnerships, The Hebrew University opens doors far beyond your classroom. Scholarships, always a hot topic. The rates for tuition will be discussed in the breakout sessions, and it is very much program specific. Scholarships, various programs provide scholarships, and it is again pending the program itself. So you should contact the coordinators and request for information directly from them. In research, scholarships are based on academic excellence, and the relevant PI will be able to provide you with the information, and a lot of it will be provided here today. And if we have mentioned research, for those of you who marked that you're interested in research positions or research studies, to make you aware, we have the Hebrew University research portal. It's a relatively new feature that we're excited to share, a list of labs and research teams actively recruiting for research students.
Now we will put the link in the chat.
Wonderful. And our team would leave the link to this research portal in the chat just now. So you can collect the link from the chat, but also if you Google HUJI research portal, it is very accessible and you'll be able to see the different offerings on this portal. However, it is important to bear in mind that not all available positions and opportunities are listed in this portal. If you find a PI that meet your requirements or needs or desired fields of research, you can always try and reach out to them directly and present yourself and see what you have to offer in joining their teams. So you're very welcome to do that as well. Our team is excited and is eager to move to the breakout sessions. So please, HUJI team, be ready. You'll be transferred now to your respective relevant rooms. This is always a moment of a bit of confusion for all of our guests. I'm going back to this list of breakout rooms. Those of you who can move yourself, you should be able to see at the bottom of your screen this black ribbon with either breakout sessions. It's icon of four squares, or click the more, and then you'll have a list, a drop-down menu with different options. Again, breakout sessions, just click on that and you'll be able to see the full list of programs and rooms available for you. For those who need a bit of assistance in this, because it's not always so straightforward, our team is here to help you. Welcome back, everyone. I see so many of you completed your sessions, and our faculty and staff and our lovely guests are here back with us. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Our team is still here for questions.
Thank you. Now, everyone is...
Okay, sorry. For those of you who still have questions and want us to stay a bit longer, we're here to iron out the inquiry, so we are happy to stay with you further. For those of you who have everything they came for, we can continue our discussion via emails or to schedule personal Zoom meeting with you later. We have a very active WhatsApp, so if you want to get more information via WhatsApp, our team will leave the number just in the chat now. And thank you again. We're looking forward to seeing you in Jerusalem either this summer or next fall or next year. So it was wonderful having you here with us today. Best of luck in your venture. Please stay in touch. We're looking forward to seeing you in Jerusalem and in Rehovot, and to share with you everything the university has to offer, and for you to be part of our community and hopefully also part of our Global Alumni Association. Good day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Adam. It was
Thank
wonderful.
you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you so
Julia.
much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was very great.
Wonderful. Thank you, Michael.
Hello.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
a very
Send
fruitful
your email
session.
address.
It was great. It was awesome.
Yes.
Would you
We'll
please
leave
send
the
your email address? Yes.
Definitely. The contact center would leave the email address in the chat. We will also send you the recording of this session via the email you've provided, registering for the open day. So you will also have the recording for the main session and the program you've requested for. And those sessions will be also available on our YouTube. You can also watch previous years. Maybe you can find more information there if you're very eager and you can't wait a few more days for us to edit the videos. So this is available for you as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama.
Thank
You guys
you.
have been so amazing today. Thank you for all the wonderful information.
With pleasure. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Yeah,
Have a
appreciate
good day.
Bye,
Shalom.
guys. Shalom, shalom.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good
Thank
luck with
you,
whatever
Nana.
you do.
Thank you so
Thank you so
Shalom.
much,
Again,
guys.
if
You
you
were
have
wonderful.
specific questions, we can stay a bit longer with you. So those of you who are staying here, see most of the people.
Nama, just a question. It's Armando
Yes,
speaking.
Armando, of course.
Okay,
Should
yes,
we
I
all
just
here?
I just understand that because I have two daughters living in Jerusalem,
Mm.
and I just understand that the psychometric is not so easy. I'm very afraid that for my son it's quite maybe complex, and I don't want he come back to France. I want he stay in Israel. Then I don't know. Have the good notes in the general, but it's not general. It is a middle mind. It's not a high level, but it's not low level. It is in the middle. I understood that to enter in university it's quite complex because my daughter was, and my daughter is successful because he's very smart, but my son is less smart. Then I don't know what to do because I would like to stay in Israel.
Armando, I do have an idea for you. I do have a
Great.
suggestion for you, okay? Because some of the students do require a preparatory year, and actually we have a really good
Mechina?
Yeah, we have a really, really good mechina, and we have French-speaking team with the mechina. We have many students from France.
Yes, I know.
And within the year of the mechina, they also study Hebrew, and they can enroll through the
He's
many.
very good in Hebrew because he's in yeshiva learning Gemara all the day. He's very good English and very good Spanish also because we are Spain, Jewish. But I don't think that his mind is easy. It tests some psychometric and tell me, Father, it's too complex for me. Then I don't want to go to private school because I know there is many private school in Israel. But as my daughter was in university, she loved a lot, and she tell me, Papa, you need Moshe go to you.
To convince him. So
Yeah.
what do you think? Let's do something like this. Maybe we can schedule a visit with your daughter.
Yes, I'm going to come in Israel for Purim to see my daughters because I live in Israel. And my also is I'm going Purim. We can maybe have a meeting, a physical meeting, because I'm living in Jerusalem.
Perfect.
But
So
with you,
you're very lucky. With someone from our team, yes, definitely.
I can speak Hebrew or English or Spain if you want. No problem for me.
Our team can speak Spanish and Hebrew.
Okay, then how we can arrange this meeting? How we can arrange this meeting?
So, Tamir, can you please add on the chat?
Chat. You want my email? What you want? My email? My email?
You can leave your email. That would be perfect. And also, one of our team will leave in the chat. We have on our website scheduling a private tour on campus. So for all of you visiting Israel, you're welcome to do that. And we can sort out a visit to your campus, to one of the campuses with you and with your son, and we can discuss the options.
Yeah, the idea for my son is if in French he does mathematics, very good level in mathematics, and also economy. Then the idea is to move to finance or business sales. Then this is the room 3. Then I need to know the acceptance. It's very to onboard on university. It's very difficult to enter. I don't know. I need anyway.
It's not easy. But it's
true,
and we have wonderful students, and either via Mechina or directly. Let's speak about it in private because each case is very, very personal.
Yes,
be happy to assist and think together what is possible for your son and to make sure he stays here.
Toda Rabba. You're very nice. You're very nice, and the idea
All
for
our
me
team is very nice, I promise.
the idea is all the kids move to Israel and I make the Aliyah for me. But I'm also an engineer. I'm also a computer engineer. I want to
Wonderful.
move.
So you are the next one. Thank you so
תודה
much.
רבה, יום טוב ומבורך. יום טוב ומבורך. תודה רבה. תודה רבה, להתראות.
With pleasure.
Hello, I also have a question.
Please, Roman, yes.
Yes, my name is Daniel. So,
Oh, Daniel Brown, yes.
I'm interested in the community development program, as in the master's program. But
Yes, Daniel, I saw you bounced in and out of the session. For some reason,
yes,
something didn't work for you, right? So the session for GLOCO, the International Development Program, just finished. Would you be happy to leave your contact details in the chat, and our info center would be in touch with you about this program, please? So if you can write your email in the chat, Daniel.
so should I put my email rather or my WhatsApp number? Which one?
Your email is preferred. Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm doing
Via WhatsApp, you need to contact us first, because these are the rules of WhatsApp. We cannot contact you unless you've created the first communication.
okay.
So you can do that as well.
Okay, thank you.
With pleasure. Roman, please.
Yes, hi. I have a question for my son is interested, like maybe combining army service as an international student and studies. Either he heard that there is a program that works like that. Does it? Do you have more any information on that?
Yes, there are a couple of options. Maybe we have someone from the BA who can answer this question. Is Toby here? Toby?
No.
Oh, okay. So if he left, but we do have Ronit, right?
But we have Liat.
We have Liat also. Hi, I'm happy to try to answer. The BA program is pretty rigorous, meaning there are classes 4 times a week at least. So being a soldier while you're doing studies, well, it depends on what he does in the army. We'll have to look into it individually. I assume he's 18.
Yes, but I'm not talking about doing it at the same time, but it's like he heard from somebody that there is like a maybe shorter version of the army service, and then
he can do a year and a half.
He can also that's what he was talking about. Yeah,
he could do a year and a half as a lone soldier, Khayal Boded, and he can be accepted to the BA before, meaning he can he can be accepted. He can defer his acceptance. He can start and defer his service if that works better. Yes, that's an option.
All right. Okay, that sounds good. And I was just curious, like one course carries how many credits, so that I can understand, like what does it? Somebody mentioned taking 9 courses a semester. It sounds a lot, but like what does it mean in terms of hours and credits?
Yeah. The full degree is a double major. It's a double major, and the students do about 124 credits throughout 3 years. So usually each semester we try to give them about 20 credits. Depends on how many credits each course is. Some courses are 4 credits, some are 2, some are 3. But in general, we try to sort of spread out the number of credits throughout 3 years, 6 semesters, so students don't end up with too much of a workload in a specific time.
So it's if an average, let's say, is 4, so it's about 4 or 5 classes a semester, 4 or 5 subjects. And how many that would be like in terms of lectures, or like classes per week?
So the way it works is each course is an hour and a half. An hour and a half gives you 2 credits. So he will take anywhere between 8 courses to 10. It depends. It really depends on the course, on the credit load. Liat, did you want to add? Liat is one of our second year students. Are you nodding at me or someone else?
I'm nodding at you because Liachi is not only a BA student in the second year, but also she's part of the international office team and she works in the international marketing division. So she has the time both to excel in her studies and also work with us in our team. So Liat, maybe you can share from your experience.
Yeah, of course. I think you have to know yourself. I mean, you have to sign up for classes that you know you can take and you know you can commit your time to. I'm in a lot of English literature classes, obviously, and so there's a lot of required readings. And so you have to make the time, whether that mean by on over the weekend, sorry, my bad, over the weekend or before you go to bed or whatever. But it's very easy to stay on top of things when you have a routine. And so if you're somebody who succeeds in a rigorous routine and schedule, then I don't find any problem taking 8, 9 classes. I think max I took last year was 10, and one of them was online and one asynchronous. But I mean, yeah, I would suggest it, you know. You
Yeah,
finish.
this is very helpful. I was just a little confused because when I was studying at an American university, like 4 or 5 classes was like the tops usually. Maybe it's more hours per week. I don't know. That's why I was asking, but for comparison. But thank you very much for the information.
No, so it is more because it's a 3-year program as opposed to a 4-year program, which is what traditional American BA degrees are. So it's much more condensed, and in that sense, you also have to choose. You have to choose more classes. I mean, unless you want to extend
Okay,
your time here, which is
I
great.
understand. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. That was wonderful. Roman, again, as I suggested to one of our other guests earlier this evening, your son is very welcome to visit the campus and meet us in person. And if you're together with him, of course, you're invited as well. And to have this personalized discussion with you, this is always an option. Okay. Good luck. Sarah? Sorry, Sarah. Sarah B?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been incredibly informative. I have a question. If I am an Ola Khadasha and my date is end of December, but I am interested in just jumping right into academics, when does the second term begin? Around January? And are people able to apply and begin mid-year? I'm speaking specifically towards master's degrees, or is it just you can only apply in the beginning of the year? And if I'm arriving December time, it's too late for me to apply for the second term of the year.
So Sarah, it is actually very much program specific. If it is a research program and you need to secure a PI with one of the exact sciences program, then the timeline of the academic year might be a bit more flexible. Again, it very much dependent on the courses you require. In some of the MA programs in the Faculty of Social Sciences or Humanities, there is some flexibility, but in principle, the academic year commences in October, just after the high holidays. So do you have a specific program you are inquiring about?
So this ties into my second inquiry. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from Brooklyn, New York, and I have a master's degree in education, again from Brooklyn College in New York City, and I also have a New York State teaching license. So I'm interested in pursuing I can't jump directly into the doctorate just yet, even though in the States I could, but I would be interested in pursuing another master's in education or in psychology related. So that would be for the graduate department in psychology or in education. And I was just wondering if I would have to wait until September to apply again.
We have a master program for Jewish education. Master's program in Jewish education is a program in education, is specialization in Jewish education.
I saw that, but I don't think that can help me. I'm not necessarily wanting to be a classroom teacher, and I don't want to go back to the yeshiva system. I was looking more towards the psychology track program or being a school psychologist, something along those lines. I feel like it would be redundant to earn a second degree in Jewish education as a master's when I already have a master's in education and special education.
So it's very much dependent on your vocation, what you are looking for. We don't offer a master's in psychology in English.
It's in Hebrew.
Sorry?
So are all the classes in Hebrew?
Most of the classes are in Hebrew, yes.
So then my
However,
other question, אני מדברת עברית, השאלה זה פשוט בתור עברית אקדמית זה קצת קשה לי. Would I be able to write my papers in English, or are all the paper requirements in Hebrew too? That's the ultimate question.
It's an excellent question. It's an excellent point. And as you can see, Ronit Lavi, the head of our graduate division, is nodding her head. Yes, in all our programs, even in MBA level, even if you study BA in Hebrew, you can still write your papers in English. And again, most of the courses, most of the programs, most of the reading materials is in English. So this goes for that. And so be able to write your exams in English, your papers in English, to do a lot of the readings in English. And just for you to remember, the Hebrew University, just like other Israeli universities, very much accumulated to students who are either Olim Chadashim or speak partially Hebrew. So it's something that's very straightforward with all the programs. And we do have students who have not necessarily native Hebrew, and they enroll to their programs in Hebrew. It depends on an exam you need to take to set your level of Hebrew is equivalent to what we require for the programs. But this also is an option.
Understood. So it would be like the equivalent of the TO-EFL exam that foreign students have to take when they apply to an American university.
Correct.
Okay, and then the last question is, would I have to take the psychometry if I already have a master's degree from the US and I'm applying to a master's degree in Israel?
Okay, good. Orit?
The psychometric is not required for master's programs, but if you want to apply to psychology, you need the GRE, both the general test and the subject test in psychology. And to answer your first question, psychology doesn't accept students in the second semester, only in October. But the deadline for the application is very, very early because it's a very competitive program. You need to apply during February. You cannot apply too late.
So February would be the deadline to apply for the psychology program, and it would begin in September, October.
Yeah, in October, and you would need the both parts of the GRE.
So when you say GRE, you're referring to the GRE that's taken in the States, or does Israel have its own?
No, Israel, the psychology students in Israel take another test in Hebrew. It's called Mitam, but they take it in September, October, between the second and third year. So
understood. So if I could take the GRE now, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. If I can take the GRE exam now, I would have the grades to submit to you in time for the February deadline. Would that potentially work? Okay, wow, this has been very clarifying. תודה רבה לכם. שיהיה לכם יום טוב.
Good luck. Maybe we'll take one or two more questions and then we'll wrap up for this evening. So I can see Roshan. Roshan Kais. Yes, please.
Hi, Nama. Could I possibly have your email so I can reach out my questions? They're a bit lengthy.
Are you requesting for our email, Roshan? Sorry.
Yes, your email.
Yes, of course. We wrote the Complex Center's email a couple of times. We could definitely add it again. Coming up in the chat in a few seconds. Maybe last question for the evening, lovely people.
There's someone who raised their hand, but it's in a different language.
Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Al Islam, and I am former master's student from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. I wanted to thank for this great chance, and I had this great chance. And now I want to continue my PhD in this university, and I have a supervisor, but I want to seek a scholarship for that. I wanna like get internal or external scholarship chance information.
Okay, right. What did you study?
At the Faculty of the Agriculture Biotechnology, Plant Biotechnology.
Oh, great. And you are from Azerbaijan?
Yes, double degree program, as you remember.
Oh, you had a wonderful cohort from Azar
Yes,
University.
thanks.
It was wonderful cohort. Do we have Noah here from the faculty of? Have you
Yes.
met with Noah
She
again?
informed me, thanks for this, but yes, she informed me about that. But is it possible to get like this scholarship, but it's only for the like supervisor should pay? I wanna get like
Yeah. So
confirm
the
that.
way it's structured with the Hebrew University, the PI is responsible for the scholarship for his or her research students. So everything is under the roof of the university, but the scholarship level is determined between the student and the PI. So if you already have a PI, are you in touch with the relevant PI? You can accept the scholarship.
Professor Edisitrin, like we have prepared everything, like they have also some code for the like let's say they have like some people for my defense, PhD defense, some like I don't know what's calling, but like every like thing is prepared.
Yes. Yeah, so it is very straightforward with the Faculty of Agriculture. So if you've secured a PI and you've agreed upon the terms, the scholarship is part of it, definitely.
Okay, I will be like happy if some like options will be sent to my mail. I will be happy. And thanks again.
With pleasure. Thank you. Best of luck. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening and for staying with us so patiently and full of passion and participation until now. Our team is available for you. We'll send you the recording for the open days and also some more information that we think might be relevant after reviewing the questions and answers in the chat here today. I'd like to thank the international officers team, the international programs and the partners and representatives. I welcome you to stay in touch with us, and I really, really hope to see you in Jerusalem